So I think the biggest news of last week that we didn't, well, I think we recorded before this news came out, was that Frank Warren won the purse bid to promote Fury. Is that, see, I'm getting confused. He wins, even though Eddie Hearn's still part of it, because obviously he's Dillian Whyte's promoter.
Right.
But Frank Warren ultimately puts on the event and makes all the money.
Yeah, so if you've been living under a fucking rock, Queensbury basically bid $41 million and beat out Matchroom. Matchroom were the only other bidder for the fight, which is like 32 million, I think.
Yeah.
So that purse split at the moment stands at 80-20. So I've got the numbers here. So that means Tyson takes away $29.5 million and Dillian Whyte takes away $7.4 million, which is obviously Dillian Whyte's biggest payday so far. But the interesting thing I didn't know was that the winner also gets an additional $4.1 million on top. So it could take Whyte up to just under 12 million if he wins the fight.
Yeah.
So big payday, man.
Yeah. Well, we just seen a video come out. Sorry.
Anyway. I was just doing a Canelo. Carry on.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. So Tyson Fury just put out a video saying, "Whyte, you've been asking for this title shot. To be, you're mandatory for so long against AJ. Now I've given you it. You've gone quiet. You haven't been saying anything. Maybe he's just training hard. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't care to say anything."
Dillian Whyte put up a story today of him just dripping in sweat, and it just captioned something like "just working" or something.
Yeah.
He trains out in Portugal. I reckon he's just grafting. He
needs to graft to win this fight because he's in in terms of physicality, Tyson's a lot taller than him. So, Tyson's is going to be popping that jab and moving all day. So, Dillian's got to think of something to get in there.
I've done my research. So, Dillian Whyte's 6'5", Tyson 6'9".
Yeah.
And there is a 7-inch reach advantage for Tyson Fury. So, yeah, like you said, man, if he just wants to let Tyson happily sit on the back foot, he's just going to pop his head off with that jab, man. Yeah. But I think Whyte's going to take it to him, man. Like, at the end of the day, he's been waiting so long, man. Like, what's he got to lose?
Yeah, he will go in there and give it a good go.
He'll give it hell for leather, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Eddie Hearn actually said, I don't know if he was upset because Fury's just been trolling him, but he said he thinks that Whyte's going to knock out Fury. But obviously Whyte's his fighter, so he's got to say that.
Yeah.
You never
I don't know if he wants that to happen because I think I don't know, man. Eddie's a weird one because obviously he's a promoter at the end of the day, so he's a businessman, isn't it?
Yeah.
But surely the best thing for business would be AJ beats Usyk in the rematch, Fury beats Whyte, and then they get it on, innit? But he has to say that, because it's his fighter. But I don't know if that's what Eddie actually believes, but I think Fury's going to come in a heavy favourite for this fight.
Yeah. I don't think everyone's really giving Whyte a chance, to be honest.
No, I think most people are writing him off. To be fair,
either KO or decision from Fury. That's what everyone I've spoke to thinks.
You just never know, man. Like, he's a superior boxer to Deontay Wilder. Obviously, he doesn't have that. He's got power, but obviously Deontay Wilder has freakish power. But yeah, again, like, it's heavyweight boxing, man. Like, anything can happen. Like, when Povetkin knocked out Whyte, that was like, people weren't expecting that. Povetkin's obviously an incredible boxer, but he's towards the end of his career, for like 40 years old. Like, no one was expecting that at the time. And then he got dealt with in the second fight. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's a bit weird that people writing off Dillian Whyte. Like, he's fought some very good boxers, man. Like, he beat Joseph Parker as well, one of Fury's stablemates. So yeah, don't know, man. There's a common opponent as sorry, man. Yeah, there's a common opponent as well that people keep mentioning. Like, they've both fought Derek Chisora twice, etc., etc. But I think they're very different fighters from when they fought Chisora. Like, obviously Whyte was more recent, but I think they've both grown a lot since when they fought Chisora.
Well, if you look at Dillian Whyte's progress from being KO'd by AJ by that uppercut to where he's at now, he's still obviously got that vulnerability to the uppercut, the one that Povetkin dropped him, finished him with. But as a boxer, he's improved a lot. He even said, like, he wasn't doing any strength and conditioning. But then he started training at Loughborough University, so that made him like a better athlete. So his technique's always been there. but he's saying his like, athletic abilities have just gone up, and obviously that helps as well. So totally different boxer. But when is it, by the way? I don't actually know. I was hoping that you could tell me.
I don't think it's been confirmed, but I think
Okay.
it's looking like April or May time at the
Okay.
moment. I think there's a few stadiums that have been mentioned, but it looks like it's going to be Cardiff because I think that's the only one with a roof.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, so I think
Yeah,
it's most likely going to be Cardiff. But in terms of how much fucking Queensbury have put into that 41 million, man, they're going to need some big fucking pay-per-view numbers on that motherfucker.
Yeah, and they're gonna need a big stadium. They need a gate to be big. The ticket price is probably gonna be mad as well. So
it's on ESPN as well, isn't it? Bob Arum's fucking with ESPN. So obviously they need some American sales, and that's going to be basically Fury carrying that on himself. Like Whyte's not a big name in America, but like, obviously Fury is. But I don't know how if he's not finding an American, how many pay-per-views does he do? It's interesting, man. Like it's a lot of fucking money, but they must have worked it out to be so confident with their bid.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I think we've covered that. But keep tuned with us because we're gonna keep. This is a big fight, so we'll probably any updates we get, we'll be talking about it going forward.